As a fan of the BBC Doctor Who science fiction franchise, I've always been interested in attempts to merge what's happened on screen and book and film into video games. There's been some very insipid attempts, but I thought in the early 2020s we're actually on a bit of an upswing. There was a brilliant Lost Phone title starring the Weeping Angels that came out that was really inventive, although it doesn't have a lot of replayability. And there was also that VR, originally VR, and then later ported to consoles, adventure puzzle game where you starred as the 13th Doctor. And it felt like the BBC had finally figured out how to translate this franchise into the virtual world. So I was a little bit intrigued when I saw that there was a new game coming out called Lost in Time. No details about it, I'd never heard of it before, I just saw the picture of the Dalek and I pre-registered, so yeah, when the game launches, alert me, I want to see what this is about. So please enjoy this short review on what Doctor Who Lost in Time is, more importantly what it isn't, and my overall verdict on whether it's worth your time to download this mobile phone game. And I'll preempt the spoiler, I highly suspect it is not worth your time. What is this game? It has a story. That seems to be quite important for a lot of people on mobile phone titles. There needs to be a generic story, but the story is ultra generic. It stars the 13th Doctor and several different previous incarnations. You get little portrait cartoon characters of people from across the show's history. There's some real odd deep cuts here, such as the minions from the 4th Doctor's time in the franchise. They pop up for some reason. You'll get to see Daleks, you'll get to see Cybermen, you'll get to see Silurians, but they're just pictures. The story doesn't really, they don't matter to the story. The story doesn't really revolve about them. There are no personalities, there are no real characters here. The concept is all of time and space has been merged together into one big thing, and the Doctor's trying to put it right, and they've got to recruit all of their companions from throughout history, and all of their enemies from throughout history is going to be fighting against them. From a story perspective, there's nothing here. The story's really pathetic, really. There's nothing deep. Just because a Dalek turns up and shouts exterminate, it doesn't explore the pathos more than that. You just get a Dalek turns up, shouts exterminate, and then the Doctor does something and the Dalek goes away. It doesn't go deeper than that. So if there's no story to make this worth your time, is there any gameplay? The answer to that is equally no. What this game is a number generator. It's that simple. You start with a base that will churn out some numbers that you can then use to power up and purchase new bases which have bigger numbers that you can use to power up. Or, rather than purchasing a new base, you can use your numbers to power up your base so it produces bigger numbers. The whole goal of this is to build multiple multipliers to exponentially increase how fast the numbers go up. Why is this important? Because the robot dog K9 has apologised and said at the current rate for which the numbers are going up, it will take longer than the human lifespan for the numbers to get high enough. And that's a bad thing. So therefore we need the numbers to go up faster by unlocking more bases and uploading more bases and spending more and more money to make the numbers go up faster. And there's a really insidious, addictive side here. The only point of this game is to make the numbers go up faster. So you spend all your money and spend all your time making the numbers go up faster. And you'll get to see, oh, it's Sergeant Benton from UNIT. Oh, it's Liz Shaw. Oh, it's Kate Stewart. Oh, it's Strax the Sontaran. These characters, all they represent is multipliers to make your numbers go up faster. You have to log off the game, come back an hour later and the numbers will have gone up. So you spend the points for the numbers going up to make them go up faster, and they keep going up faster and the numbers get bigger and bigger and bigger, and you unlock more things. And oh wow, it's Leela from the 4th Doctor's era, and she makes my numbers go up faster. So the numbers will keep going up faster. It's really not designed for you to play in bursts. There will be multiple bottlenecks, really severe bottlenecks. And they're deliberately designed into the game because what those bottlenecks do is give the game an opportunity to say, why don't you pay? Because if you pay, you won't have to wait for the numbers to go up faster. They'll go up quicker if you just give us some money. The number of adverts, even if you don't intend to hand any money over, and I did not, the number of adverts it's possible for this to game thrust at you, besides just being a number generator, it's an advert generator. Over about 10 minutes of play, I must have seen about 6 or 7 30-second adverts. It's absolutely ridiculous. There is no point for this experience save for giving yourself the opportunity to watch a ton of adverts and to see the numbers get bigger, which is really addictive. Now, it's not meant to be played in these long bursts. It's meant to be you log in probably once a day. And I would say that, apart from that's absolutely not the case. They have events where you can step aside from your main series and create a whole new playing field with a whole new set of base, a whole new set of characters, and a whole new sub-story. And these events seem to last only 24 hours, and you will need to log in at least once an hour on the hour to spend your points to make the numbers go up faster if you want to even have a chance of getting halfway through the event. But of course, if you really want to unlock the special hidden characters from the event, you are going to have to spend money. It's got nothing to offer you save for, in the first event I saw, it's the Mr. Smart, the cyber converted 11th Doctor from his era. You could get his picture to appear to make your numbers go up faster. Does it matter that it's Mr. Smart? Does he represent anything? Does he have any involvement in the story? No, he's just a portrait icon, and your numbers go up faster. Make the numbers go up faster. Do it. Do it now. Make the numbers go up faster, because that's all that Doctor Who Lost in Time has to offer you. I know I'm not the target market for this game, but I'm disappointed in the BBC. I'm sickened they'd attached the Doctor Who franchise to this. But my numbers are going up so fast you wouldn't believe it. I can't turn the game off. It's so addictive. And look how fast my numbers go up. And if I upgrade Sarah Jane Smith, they'll go up even more. Can you believe it? Wow, what a brilliant experience this is. So should you download Doctor Who Lost in Time? I think you've seen everything you need to know to make that judgment for yourself.